Hey guys, I've been watching Star Wars Republic Commandos video games, and I noticed I had a bunch of cool crates, and so I thought I'd do a quick how-to on how to make some crates. So what I did was I cut up some sections that weren't quite big enough, and I found some bits, and I'm gonna make some industrial-sized crates. So first thing I'm doing is I'm figuring out my height. I'm using two of these to figure out my height, and I'm using that to figure out my width, and I'm going to set this up at an angle. Hopefully you'll be able to catch it all. Let's use you. Hope you guys are enjoying your summer, and sorry that this is a little bit far away. I gotta get something a little bit closer to the table. So all I'm gonna do is hit just the middle, nothing special, because I don't want to glue my braces that I'm using in place. And I'll just glue this up real quick. I'm using a 1x1 piece to get my width. This is one side of the crate. Now I'm going to get the other side. Same thing. This might be a little bit harder because they might not want to stay up. I'll use that piece there to keep it stay up. And if your braces are non-symmetrical, always double check them before you glue them. There's a great saying for carpentry is you measure 3 times, cut once. Same idea. Alright. There's the one. Other one, and you can always use things like cardstock to put additional, like plates on it. But here's like a container, like a drop container, like it would have like 4 pieces and then the parachute, and it would just get dropped down, bam. You could even use this as a quick way of dispensing droids. Maybe you know how they fold up real small. You drop that down, bang, and then it acts like a drop pod. Like 4 droids pop out, or 5, or however many you want to do it. Then here's another one. Same concept. These are symmetrical, so I don't have to worry about tops and bottoms, which is always nice. And so, put down my spacer, get my braces ready. Oh, don't forget your bottom bracers. These are a little bit too high. Okay, so we'll raise this by 1. There we go. That's just for height anyways. Alright. And this is precisely the kind of stuff that you want to just go in your scrap bin. I always have a scrap bin full of, bits and pieces of stuff in foam, and sometimes I'll hit a metal block, and just to get the creative juices flowing again, I'll go in there and I'll just grab stuff, pull it out, and build stuff. It's a good method to keep yourself mentally sharp, for lack of a better phrase. This one, my pieces are too thin, and I don't have the time and or patience to find pieces thin enough, so I'm going to eyeball it. I like to be precise, but you know, every once in a while you gotta just trust your instincts, go with the flow. Go this way. Boom. And like I said, these can be ammo crates, they can be anything. Can be anything you want them to be. If you want to glue some bits down to make them a little more visually interesting, you can do that. Boom, boom. And like I said, you can always add some cardstock or something to make it a little more visually interesting. But here you go. Here are some interesting, non-standard looking crates that you can throw down on a battlefield to fight around. Or like I said, you could use these as airdrop pieces. You know, you can place a marker. Let's say that this is your marker, and then you can just use your scatter dice. Boom, this is where it scatters down to, and then you can deploy your droids. Like these can be like standard droids, these can be super droids, whatever, or maybe one droideka per drop if they're appreciably tougher than your standard. I'm not familiar with the spec sheets for the game, but just different stuff that you can do. You know, there's my scrap bin, and this is just fun stuff that you can do with your scrap stuff. So until it's really useless size, I don't usually throw stuff out. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye bye.